I never imagined that the person who would hurt me the most would be my own mother. Not because she hated me. Not because she preferred my sister. But because she believed that hiding me would protect her image. My name is Liana, and this is the story of the day my mom told me not to dress well. Not to look confident. Not to look successful. She told me to act poor. At my own sister's engagement party. And the truth behind it was much worse than I ever expected. I grew up in a very average, middle-class American home. My younger sister Emma and I were inseparable when we were kids. We shared toys. Did homework together. Built living room forts. And made messy pancakes on Saturday mornings. She was my best friend. Or, at least, I thought she was. As we grew older, things changed. I worked hard, saved money, held part-time jobs, and focused on my future. Emma preferred comfort, slow mornings, and quitting jobs she didn't like. Mom always favored Emma. My achievements were nice. Emma's were amazing. But I didn't care. She was my sister. Her happiness was mine too. Emma met Adam at a community event. He was charming, polite, stable, everything she wanted. My parents adored him instantly. But Adam wasn't the problem. His mother, Claire, was. Claire scanned me every time we met. Not in a friendly, curious way. But like she was comparing me to Emma. Measuring something she didn't like. Still, I ignored it. For Emma's sake. I worked at a tech startup in Seattle. Within 2 years, I earned 2 promotions. It wasn't luck, it was discipline, training, and endless nights. I bought a modest apartment. A decent car. Nothing luxurious, but everything I earned. Emma, meanwhile, still struggled with holding a job. But Mom never mentioned that part. She only cared about how Emma looked. One evening, Mom called us into the living room. Her smile was huge. Mom. Emma is getting engaged next month. I hugged Emma. I was genuinely happy for her. But then Mom turned to me. Her smile faded into something else, something sharp. Mom. Liana, sweetheart, don't dress too fancy that day, okay? We don't want Adam's family to feel uncomfortable. I blinked. Me? What does that mean? Mom. You know, your clothes, your car, your job. Just keep everything simple. Let your sister shine. My heart dropped. My own mother was asking me to shrink myself. That night, I sat alone in my car for almost an hour. Why was my success something she needed to hide? Why did I need to tone myself down? To make someone else look better? I wasn't angry. Just deeply hurt. But I stayed quiet. Because it was Emma's big day. I wore the simplest dress I owned. No jewelry. Barely any makeup. When I arrived, people stared. Claire whispered to another woman. That's the sister? Oh. I expected more. Emma looked relieved. As if she was happy I wasn't drawing attention. She didn't introduce me to Adam's relatives. I served food, helped clean plates, took pictures. I felt invisible in my own family. Later that night, my cousin Mia visited me. Mia. Liana. I think you should see this. She handed me her phone. It was a screenshot from a private family group chat. Emma had written. Tell everyone to dress simple. Especially Liana. She always looks too polished. I don't want Adam's family thinking she's more successful than me. Another message. She steals attention without even trying. And then Adam's mother replied. Good. We want a humble family, not show-offs. My heart shattered. The next morning, I drove to my parents' house. Emma was in the kitchen. Me. Why did you say those things about me? She froze. Emma. I didn't mean it like that. Me. You wanted me to shrink myself so you could feel bigger. Tears filled her eyes. Emma. Everyone always praises you. You're independent and successful, and I'm just average. I didn't want Adam's family to compare us. I took a deep breath. Me. Emma, you're my sister. You were never supposed to compete with me. I didn't take revenge by embarrassing her. I didn't lash out. I didn't expose anyone. My revenge was choosing myself. I stopped dimming my light. I lived fully, without guilt. I bought what I wanted, wore what I liked, and stopped apologizing for my success. A few months later, Adam's family called off the wedding. Not because of me. Because they realized Emma had been pretending to be someone she wasn't. That night, Emma came to my apartment in tears. Emma. I thought making you look smaller would make me look better. But I just ended up losing everything. I didn't say, I told you so. I hugged her. Me. If you want real love, you don't compete with your family. You grow with them. Family isn't about competition. It's about honesty, humility, and compassion. Sometimes the hardest lessons come from the people closest to us. But healing starts when we stop shrinking and finally allow ourselves to shine. Fade out.